Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Hope everyone having a great Sunday and a great evening. Today, we have special guests today. We're talking about single black fathers. They do have a story too. Don't get it twisted. And everyone, welcome to Real Talk Conversation, where a platform has been created to come together and commune together and not divide each other. I'm gonna bring my special guests up, y'all. I met this brother at the Brothers for Life event. Cool brother, laid back, nice, calm brother. And I guarantee he got a lot to say today. So we're gonna bring my man up right here. Man, what's going on, brother?
Peace, King. How you living?
Man, I'm good, man. How about yourself?
I'm alright, man. I'm alright. Traveling on this road.
Make sure you be careful out there as you travel.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm riding with God. You heard?
Good, man. Good, man. I'm gonna let you in. First of all, man, appreciate you said you were gonna come on. I know we tried last week, but that's okay. That's how things happen sometimes, but it's all good. We appreciate everything, man. And I'd like for you to introduce yourself to everyone.
Well, my name is Stefan Briggs. Everybody call me Upstate Bear because I'm from upstate New York. Uh, yeah, tattoo artist in Charlotte. Um, Single father raising my daughters. So yeah, like whatever you want to know, let's talk about it. Let's start by saying I've raised 17, 18, 19 children. I have 13 biological of my own. The rest are my extra children. I don't do stepkids or nothing like that. So I got a big family. Got a big family.
Wow, man. Ooh, man.
I currently have custody. I currently have custody of 3 out of 6 of my daughters. Currently fighting for custody of my 10-year-old daughter right now. Yeah. So
Wow, man. That's something there, bro. That is something right there. First, so I'm gonna ask you a question. How is it raising them young women?
I'm sorry.
How is that? How is it raising young women? How is that for you as a man?
uh, Raising my girls.
Yes.
Uh, to speak freely, it's hell on water. It's hell on water, man. They can be rough sometimes, you know. But it's taught me a lot about dealing with women, so to speak. Um, you got to be gentle with them, but not
Uh-huh.
just. You still got to be firm with them. And when I say they rough, they're teenage girls, man. They trying to live their best life, you know. Stay out of the way. You know, they're all 3 of them are good girls. You know, good grades. My oldest, she's 14, about to be 15. She's in 8th grade. Excuse me, she's in 9th grade. First year in high school. She plays soccer this year. She's gonna play volleyball, hopefully. 4.2 GPA at the moment.
Wow.
Um, my middle child, she's 16. Um, that's the middle child. She the rough one. You know, she alright in school. Uh, Grades are getting a lot better. You know, um, she loves to dance. She loves making videos. You know, she wants to be a dancer when she gets older. She also likes doing nails. My baby girl, that's my boxer. She likes to box. She also sings. Also a straight A student, doing real good in school. You know, that's the good parts about them. You know, they each have their own personalities, and which I like. Excuse me, which I love because they're all very different in many ways. You know, and because they're different, that's where the roughness comes into play. They don't mesh well. being that they are siblings and, you know, they live under the same roof, you know, just like boys or whatever the case may be, growing up, kids are going to be kids. They're going to fight. They're going to argue, you know. Um, but it's different dealing with women, young women, and, you know, their 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 attitudes and trying to conduct properly. So I say, as a man raising women, uh, the hardest thing is trying to stay firm and have a balance of kindness and politeness and softness. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
they can't run over. They can't run over you. I've been told that I'm a punk ass dad when it comes to my daughters. You feel me? Like, I'm soft on them. I don't think I am. My girls think I am. I don't think I am. You know, so, but it is what it is. The things I'm teaching them right now about life, hopefully, you know, even though they be upset with me at times, hopefully they grow into it and they understand that I wasn't being so hard. I just wanted them to, you know, to be great women, you know, to be the best versions of themselves.
Oh man, yeah, because you know, as a father, because I have two daughters myself, you always want them to be the best that they can and achieve so much in their life as young women. You know, looking at you said one of them is a dancer, right? You know, that's what my son do. So because he danced too. He was just in the Red Bull dance off and he danced against some of the best, man. But as a young woman, bruh, I tip my hat off to you, man, because a lot of times the fathers, single black fathers, don't get a chance to share their stories. So I commend you with that coming to share your story.
No doubt.
Um, how is it? Are they dating? And if they are dating, how is that with them?
My oldest, she's been officially dating for about a year now. I let her. Uh, she had a little boyfriend in ninth grade. I mean eighth grade. You know, um, it was rough. You know, uh, even allowing her to go on her first date. You know, the young man, he was very kind and polite. I met him in person. I met his mother and father in person. You know, they came as a family to pick her up, you know, to take her out, you know, and they stayed with her the whole day. They went to the park. They went and got ice cream. You know, it was cool. But also, that was my daughter's first heartbreak. So that as a father is like, all right, now, I gotta beat the little boy up. I gotta beat him up because he broke my baby heart. You know, I remember she called me at work and she was crying, and I was like, "What happened?" And she was like, "He broke up with her, or whatever the case may be, and started dating her friend." And I was like, "Oh man." So when I got home, we sat and we talked about it, and she cried and she cried and she cried, and we talked about it some more. And I just let her know like there's gonna be many more to come. They're gonna have many more heartbreaks until you find that soulmate, until you find that one person, you know. So right now she's taking a sabbatical. You know, she ain't trying to date nobody right now, but she does have this little boy, her best friend. I think they should date because I like this young man. I really like him. Like I really like him. Like I really like him. Like he's a gentleman. He's very kind. Um, he's been raised by his mom. She's cool. Like they've been friends since what, the sixth grade, seventh grade. So yeah.
And man,
But I
as
know
a
that us growing up, that they will not end up with the person that we think they should end up with. You know,
yeah,
so I gotta just let it ride out. Um, but no serious dating as of right now. Everybody just pretty much focused into school and their crafts. Um, yeah,
yeah,
I'm just
man. You know,
waiting for
as a
them.
father, you know, I'm glad you was you told her the truth about they gonna come and go, because they do. Boys come and go, and even like saying that to my own daughters, you're gonna get a heartbreak. It's gonna happen, but it's a learning experience. And even
Right.
as men, we don't want to see that our daughters go through that, because just like you said, you be wanting, man, let me go jack this little dude up.
Right.
But it's a learning experience for them, and that's a good thing, man. I'm glad you sit there and you really gave her the truth instead of sugarcoating it like some people do. That's a
Right.
good thing. I don't believe in sugarcoating stuff with my kids. I'm gonna be straight up with them. But in this world of today, it's rough out here, especially for women. But you when I first met you, me and my son met you at the Brothers for Life event, man. You
Yes, sir.
know, you came in, coolest brother, one of the coolest brother I ever met. And we was like, man, get him on to talk a little bit, talk about being a single father and what he had to deal with. But here's my other question: how do the world treat you as a single father, especially being black?
I get mixed reviews, brother. Um, like I said, I raised children of mine. I don't care what nobody says. Those are my kids. Whether
Hmm.
the ones who aren't mine biologically. You know, whether their fathers are in their lives or not. If they look at me as that male figure in their life, then so be it. So I raised a lot of kids that call me dad or Papa Bear. You feel me? So
Yes.
when I say uh, tell people that I have that many children, they look at me like, damn, like why? Like why so many? Like what are you doing? All you've been doing is having sex all every day just for no reason. And they're not looking at, when I tell them I raised them all, they really don't look at it like that. It's just like, damn, that's still a lot of kids. It doesn't matter if you raise them all or not. You feel me? Like it's a lot of kids. So there are times where even with myself, I would say if people ask me if I have kids, yes, I'm a single father raising three girls. Raising three girls. That's how I start out. You feel me? I'm a single father raising three girls because that's what I'm doing. And I am raising three girls on my own. Now, when they hear that part, is, oh my God, you're a girl dad. That's so cool. Um, uh, wish there was more men in the community, that was there for their kids and this, that, and the third, and little black girls, they need their dad. So it all depends on the delivery that I give to them pertaining to, you know, my children and how many I have or whatever the case may be. Like I said, some people look down on me because I have so many. But I come from a big family. You feel me? My grandfather was one of nine, I believe. My mom was one of eight. I have an uncle that has like nine or ten, I believe. So like I come from a big family. So to have all these kids is nothing to me. You feel me? I love
Hmm.
it. I just wish that how can I say this? People wouldn't judge me for having so many. They look at I wish they would rather actually look at the fact that I'm here. I bathed them, I fed them, I raised them. First bike rides, first steps, first graduations, been there, birthdays, never missed. You know what I mean? And the ones that I did miss were for my own accord. Because I was out there in the world, I was doing my thing. You feel me? And I fumbled as a father at one point in time. You know, I was out there in the streets, hustling. You know, and I did a full 360 turnaround. You know, um, and I'm living a good life right now. You feel me? Like right now, me and my kids, we have a family chat group, which is me and my children. You know, my teenagers. We all have a family chat, and my phone goes all bing, bing, bing 1,000 times a day. I get to read their conversations that they have with each other. I get to their work at every second of the day. I don't have to chime in if I don't want to. You know, if I do, maybe jokingly, or I'll come in stern, depending on the conversation. And I have an open door policy with my kids. You know, we are all able to talk to each other how we need to talk to each other without any disrespect. My door is always open. You feel me? Like, and I think that should be like that for any and everybody. It doesn't matter how many kids you have, whether you have one child, 4 children, 17 children. Now, here's the kicker with that. There's a double standard to and this is just my opinion. This is my opinion. I want the world to know this is my opinion. There's a double standard to men, especially black men, having multiple children versus black women having multiple children. It's like that in the community. It's like that with the government. You feel me? There are more
Yes.
outlets for uh, black women with children, or women and children period, with children period. But African American women, black women, there's a lot of outlets for them. You know, there's a lot of help for them, but there's not a lot of help for black men with children, single black men with children. Like, we don't.
Oh man, y'all, excuse me because he is driving. So I hope the connection come back on because he's saying some really good stuff right now, and uh, pray that the connection come back in because he is traveling. He's traveling, y'all. So until he come back, I'll just sit here and just talk. You know, a lot of times, um, as black men, we catch a lot of. Let me just be honest. We catch a lot of hell from a lot of stuff at times, and it is hard for us sometimes to get the support and to get the help that we may need because some even if we go to court or we go into the system or trying to get some assistance, you know, the first thing they look at it, well, you know, you a man, you should be able to do this and do that too. But sometimes, even though we are men, um, it's still hard on us sometimes. And I know some women be like, well, you know, you should be able to do it anyway and should be able to kick it off anyway and take care of them anyway. That's what you're supposed to do as a man. And so that's what we do as a man. And we do our best to provide and make sure they have this and make sure they have that. But a lot of times we catch it because of the way the world views us as men. But if this is your first time um, joining us on Real Talk Conversation, we welcome you. We welcome you. Um, like I said, he is, we call him Upstate Bear, and his name is Stephon Bridge. And we just hope he come back in because he is traveling. He's traveling back home. Um, and hopefully he pops back in a few minutes. And that's the thing about, you know, he's on the move and we appreciate that. Hopefully, I just seen a picture pop up, so hopefully he'll be joining us. And you know, the man has a great story, and he's sharing some of the stuff in his story with us. And I'm glad to be able to be here to hear that. Last week we was trying to get it together and couldn't get it together, but that's how it is sometimes. You know, I look at it as sometimes the enemy tries to stop a lot of good conversations, and you see his three of his young girls on the picture right there, and everybody as a single father. If you know anybody that's a single father, you know, sit down and talk to them because they do have a story to share themselves. Sit down and talk with them, find out what the real deal is with them because we would be straight up with you if we feel comfortable talking to you. We don't feel comfortable talking to you, we won't share a lot of stuff with you. But if we feel comfortable talking to you, we will share our stories with you, whether good or bad. The question is, are you going to be able to handle what we may say? Because a lot of times we don't say a lot of stuff because we already gonna get judged as men anyway. And and other times we won't say a lot of stuff is because of how a woman may view us, or tip to view us with certain things. Uh, I know he's having technical difficulties, y'all, because he is traveling. He's coming back from New York, so that's where he's from. So he's coming back from New York. But we're gonna sit here and I'm just gonna try to entertain y'all for a little while until he can jump back on. But if anyone, as a father myself, I'm not a single father, but as a father myself, anyone have any questions, we can talk about it while he's trying to get back and connect back with us. You know, I know y'all don't see my daughters like that, but you see me with my son a lot. And one of the reasons why you see me with my son a lot is because go to the doctor's appointment, we do this and that, and that's what we do. That's why you see him with me a lot. There you go, brother. You back?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Had a
Okay.
little connection failure there.
Yeah, that's what I was
But
sharing
like I
with
was saying,
everybody.
there's not a lot of resources out here for single fathers. You understand what I'm saying? It's definitely a double standard there. They feel as if we're men, right? We men. We were raised to conquer. We were raised to be strong and bold and brave. Um, to provide for our families, for our children, for our wives. You understand what I'm saying? But where's the help when it doesn't matter if you have one child or multiple? But where's the help when that father cannot feed his child? We don't know where the mother is. We don't. We don't know what happened to the mother. We don't. But all we know is that this father is raising this child alone. You understand what I'm saying? Uh, I got help from my mom. I got help from my auntie. You feel me? When I was
Yes.
starting out being a single father raising my daughter, because I took custody of my oldest daughter at 3 months old. At that time, I was going through a bad marriage. Um, I was in the army. I was going to school, like I was in college, like I was going to school to be an English teacher. And life life happened, and financially life happened. There was a time where I couldn't buy diapers. You understand what I'm saying? Where I was borrowing money from people. There was a time where I couldn't feed my daughter. I was actually stealing shit. You feel me? To make sure my daughter ate. You know. I'm working 2, 3 jobs. Security. I was working at a clothing store. You feel me? Like I had so much stacked up, trying to provide for my daughter at the time and the rest of my kids. But I'm speaking as far as being a single parent. My other kids closely. Yes, I had other children, but I was raising a 3-month-old baby girl. You understand what I'm saying? With little to no help at all. If it wasn't for my mom and my aunt, I probably wouldn't have got that help that I needed. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I even gave my daughter to my mom. And over the years, I had more children. I ain't gonna lie. Over the years, I had more children, you know. But I gave my daughter to my mom because I couldn't do it. And I ran away from the rest of my children. I ran away from the rest of my children as well because I couldn't do it. You feel me? And
Yes.
now here I am, 40 years old. My baby girl is now 14 going on 15. I have the 3 girls at home with me, and they're, even though I'm a veteran, right? I'm a
Uh-huh.
tattoo artist as well. Financially, I'm still struggling. And I say that to say that there are no outlets, there are no programs for men. There isn't. I don't care how y'all look at it. I don't care who works in the system, who's listening. If there is, then y'all need to start pin, pointing us in the right direction to the help that we can get. I'm a veteran, right?
Yes.
I can't get food stamps. I got my 3 girls in the house. They told me as a veteran, uh, in order for me to get food stamps, I would have to add at least 3 to 4 more people into my home.
Oh man.
And it's like, damn, because I'm at the cap of of uh, being a veteran. I make a little over 48,000 a year as a veteran. So I'm over that cap of being able to get food stamps. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so I literally feed my kids out of pocket. When I say I feed them out of pocket, I'm putting anywhere from 800 to 2 bands in the house, like monthly, and then I'm buying things weekly, on top of paying rent, on top of paying my car. You feel me? On top
Yes.
of it's a lot. You feel me? And me being a tattoo artist, I don't get paid every day. I don't do a tattoo every day. I don't do a piercing every day. I'm not looking for nobody to help. You feel me? I'm not. But when I do need that help, I'm not looking. Let me rephrase that. Let me bring that back. I'm not looking for nobody to feel sorry for me or nothing like that. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not what these fathers out here raising these kids is looking for. We just trying to get the same help that these women are getting. You feel me? These women got
Mm-hmm.
programs where they can go to school, daycare centers, for the kids. We ain't got that. We got to jump over loops and rings and all this other red tape just to actually get somebody to listen to us. I'm not the only one that I know that's raising their kids alone. I know multiple men raising their kids alone. Some of them have daughters, just daughters. You understand what I'm saying? So we, being the type of people we are, we want to put our kids into programs where they're going to be surrounded by other black women, other young girls. They ain't no out. It's you got to do it by yourself. Like, I got to go out here and look for dance schools. I got to go out here and look for karate classes. I got to go out here and look for summer soccer camps, and I got to pay these things out of pocket. I don't get no grants. I don't get no loans. I don't get none of that. A few years ago, my neighbor, um, I found out that her kids went to a sleepaway camp, right, for the summer through the school. So when I inquired about it for the next year, so my girls can go, they told me because of my situation and me being, you know, more than well endowed because of the racket I'm in, because of my veteran benefits, that they can't help me. That's not allotted to them. I
Oh
was like, well,
man.
damn. So you mean to tell me, after I done looked into all these camps, it's $5,000 per kid for 2 weeks to go to a sleepaway camp that they're getting for free because their mom is in this bracket and I'm in this bracket, or their mom is at the same bracket, but because she's a single mom, they're giving her extra help. You know what I'm saying? And like I
Mm-hmm.
said, ladies in the world watching, I'm not shooting at y'all. I'm shooting at the system. I salute each and every one of y'all because my mom raised us. You feel me? I got 2 brothers. My mom raised us. I'm the middle child. I see what y'all go through, and this is why I commend y'all because I see what y'all go through. I see what my mom went through. Raising her sons alone, and here I am raising my daughters alone. And again, I have other children. I told you I got 17, 18, 19 children that I've raised, 13 biologically. Got it tattooed on my neck. But I'm raising what's in my house is what's in my house, if y'all can understand what I'm saying. What's in my house is what's in my house. That's what I'm raising. And that's what I need to help with.
Man,
Those are
yeah.
the programs that I'm trying to look into and things like that. Like I'm not bitching, I'm not complaining. I'm just speaking facts. You feel me? They got more shelters. Okay, boom, boom. True story. True story. I was in an apartment a few years ago. Um, some things had happened, and I was I wasn't able to pay the rent or whatever the case may be. So I ended up moving my kids into a hotel. I didn't get evicted from the apartment. It just, my rent was not adding up. So we had a conversation. I left the apartment complex, moved my kids into a hotel. We was in a hotel for about a month before I actually got some help through the what was it? I think it was the Salvation Army. No, it was the Red Cross, the Veterans Department that linked me in with the Salvation Army. Now they have a Salvation Army shelter here in Charlotte. When I contacted them, it's on Spread Street. When I contacted them, they told me because I was a man with children that I could not be housed there, and that there was no housing for men with children anywhere in Charlotte. Now I'm letting y'all know this is what y'all told me. So if y'all listening out and y'all watching, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I'm letting you know what they told me. You understand what I'm saying? So I had to make a bunch of phone calls. I had to talk to people, and then that's when I found out about, you know, Cross helping us out and getting us to that same exact shelter. That same exact shelter. It wasn't the main shelter. It was more so at a hotel. It was like a hotel, location where they would house, other families and things like that. But I would have never have known that, even though I called them and spoke to them. They never told me about this other program. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I had to get in contact with other people, and the only reason why they did get me in there is because I'm a veteran. I'm a veteran. I'm not just a regular single father. I'm a veteran, so I'm getting more help from being a veteran than just being a single father, and that's not cool. Because there are people out here that aren't veterans that actually need that extra help. I know a guy right now that walks up and down the street all day, every day. His daughter's about 5 years old, 6 years old, beautiful little girl. And he takes her to school every day. Then he's back outside looking for work. He picks her up and he drops her off at his mother's house. He ain't got nowhere to go with his baby. Ain't nobody trying to help him. There are no programs that are trying to help him. None. And that's not fair. It's not fair that these women with these single mothers, you feel me, are getting more help than us men are. And again, it's not a sexist thing. It's just that we were raised to be, like you said, strong and sufficient. You understand what I'm saying? That was us. That's what we're supposed to do as men. So because we are able to work, we shouldn't look for that extra help. But where is it? Okay, peep this now. Peep this now. We working, right? As single fathers, right? No daycare. So we're asking friends and family to watch the kids, right? While we work. We work at all hours of the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just like with the women, we're not at home with our children as we should be because we're constantly working because we have to work out of pocket. To where we got to pay extra people to do shit. You feel me? To babysit, whatever the case may be. There's no voucher for me to put my. There was never a voucher for me to put my child in daycare. Not for me. Not that I'd ever heard of. I couldn't go and get a daycare voucher. The young man that I'm talking about, he can't go and get a daycare voucher. His daughter's 5 years old. He doesn't have a daycare voucher because ain't nobody trying to point him in the direction to get one. If there even is a way that he can get one. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not fair. It's not cool. I don't understand the system. I don't. There's no housing. There's barely any housing for just single men by themselves. You feel me? Like there's more housing based towards for women than it is for men. That's why there's more homeless men than there are women. Point blank period. There are more homeless men in America than there are homeless women because there ain't no shelters. Women got living shelters where they can go in at a certain time, come out at a certain time, do what they need to do throughout the day. You feel me? But the men, they gotta be outside all day, every day, and they gotta make it to a bed. And what I mean by make it to a bed, they have to be at a location at a certain time of the day and sit in a line and wait
Mm.
to get a bed. Now, once those beds is full, if they not at the beginning of that line or one of the people that get a bed, where they sleeping at night? Now, add a kid to that. Add a kid to that. Add a child to that. Where that baby gonna sleep at night? Because he a man and he's supposed to provide to the best of his ability. That shit don't work all the time. It don't.
No.
It don't. And people got to understand that. And I came on here today to speak about that specifically. Like I said, I ain't looking for no handout. I'm not looking for, no, let me rephrase it. I'm not looking for no pity. I'm looking for empathy. I'm looking for understanding. Because it's not just me. I'm speaking for other brothers, whether they black, white, whatever the case may be. Got a brother, he's down in Florida now. Why did he go to Florida? Because Charlotte did not help him the way they were supposed to help him, being that he was a man raising his son. He came from Alabama, I believe, with his son. Everywhere he went, his son went with him. He went to work, his son was with him. He set his son in the corner with the video game, the iPad, the cell phone, whatever the case may be. And he worked throughout the night with his son by his side. Because he ain't had nobody to watch him. He had nobody to watch him.
Man, and that's the thing, brother, man. Everybody just tune in. Welcome to Real Talk Conversation. Single black fathers on the stuff for today. It's a topic. And Bear man, when we look, it's not no help for men. It's more catered to the women. We understand that part. But I was saying earlier when we got disconnected, I was saying earlier that the system look at us where you're a man, you can go to work, you can do this, you can provide, you can protect them, you can do all this for them as a man. But at times we need help too.
Absolutely.
And sometimes they don't want to give that help, but we need the help too, just like a woman do. We need somebody to take care of kids if we got them ourselves. We need somebody to watch them. We need somebody to be there for at least 8 to 10 hours a day while we work. And because some jobs won't let you bring your kids to the job.
Say that again.
As some jobs will not let you bring your children to the job like he had, like the friend. Some jobs won't do that.
They will not. That's why some of these single dads is holding down bullshit ass minimum wage jobs so they can bring their kids with them to work. Because they ain't got no daycare voucher.
No. No.
They ain't got nobody to watch them to where they ain't got to pay thousands of dollars out of pocket. Just because somebody see you need help, they take advantage of you. No, that's not cool. And I'm speaking from my own experience. And I'm speaking from experience of talking with other black men in the community. It's okay to give us the praise, right? Oh my God, we need more like you in the community. But yeah, but you really don't understand how hard this shit is. I'm a man raising women. I'm a man raising kids, period.
When it's so easy for a man to walk away.
I done seen brothers cry, you feel me? I done seen brothers like throw up their hands and walk away because they've tried so hard and didn't get nowhere. There's no housing voucher. There's no housing voucher. None whatsoever. I'm a veteran. That's the only reason why I'm getting a little bit of help, because I'm a veteran. But there are no housing vouchers. How many black men, single fathers, do y'all know out there in the world that's on Section 8 or Housing Authority or getting some type of help from DSS? How many do y'all really, really know? Think about it. Now, while y'all sit there and calculate that up, think about all the women out there that's on Section 8 or on a waiting list for Section 8 or getting help from DSS for a housing voucher or whatever the case may be. Do the math on that, and y'all understand, and y'all see what I'm talking about. It ain't us, but we need that out here, and I'm here to advocate for that. And if there's any other single father out there, damn that. If there is any other man out there that is willing to take this pilgrimage, to step up with me, and all the other fathers that I deal with, come on. Let's put our heads together. Let's find something out.
Yes.
Ladies, y'all out there, y'all listening? DSS, y'all listening? Social service, whoever is out there listening to this, what resources do y'all have that can help us? What resources do y'all have that can keep food in their house? You feel me? What resources do you have that can help them pay rent? What resources do you have that can help provide jobs, transportation to work, you know, things like that. That's what's needed. That's what's needed. Because not everybody is a veteran. Not everybody got that extra help. Y'all know somebody right now that's sleeping in a tent with their 10-year-old kids, taking them to school every day, going to the washroom to bathe or whatever the case may be, or going to your cousin and your auntie house just to take a shower real quick and get up out of Dodge. Your auntie out there charging them $100, $200, $300 a day, a day, a day, because that's people trying to. Oh, don't worry, I'll help you. Don't worry about it. We got you. Go ahead, King. Go do your thing. We got you. The minute he get that first check, yeah, I'm gonna need about $200. I've been watching him this long. While you've been looking for a job, now you working. I'm gonna need about $200. And I'm sure y'all women out there done dealt with that too. I'm sure y'all have. But we talking about the men right now. We talking about what we can get for the men. Single fathers, homeless men out here in the world, trying to do right by their kids. They back in rent. What programs can help them with their rent? Lights about to be cut off. They've been working their ass off, but still ain't making the quota. What is it that they have that they can go and get help with without being questioned and you know told, you got this, you can do it, don't worry about it, it's gonna get better. Sorry, Mr. Briggs, we can't help you at this point in time. Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you. It don't get real for me unless something happens to one of my girls at school or in a community, and now all of a sudden it's, we have these programs, loaves and fishes, gentlemen, loaves and fishes. But you go only go to loaves and fishes with a written note. You feel me, from a caseworker We all ain't got caseworkers. I got a
No.
caseworker now because some shit happened with my girls in school and in the community. So they started shooting me places where I can go and get food. Food. That's about it. Food. But other than that,
Wow.
they ain't got no programs. They not trying to tell me about no programs for, rent or bills or hell, even a program, after school program to where my girls can go to while I'm at work.
Man, I feel your pain on that. I feel your pain on that, bro, because even with my son, and we try to get I tried to get some help years ago, just dealing with the insurance and stuff. They say I made too much, and I'm like, wait a minute, how did I make too much? If I made too much, I wouldn't even be here. But
That
even looking at the fight that we have to put up with the system,
that part.
and I look and I'll be looking to my left and my right when I'm sitting in the office, and I'm like, but y'all willing to help everybody else, but I ain't never asked y'all for nothing. This is my first time I ever asking for y'all. This is about 10 years ago. This is my first time ever asking you for something, and y'all said no, and I never asked for any type of assistance because at one time, one of his medicine, thank God he don't have to take that. It was going to be about $2,000 a month. Not no year. Everybody that's listening, they was going to charge my out of my pocket would have been $2,000. But thank God that the doctors found another alternative that can help them. But y'all see now, if that would have been um, somebody else as a woman, they probably could have got it with no problem. But they looked at me like, man, you work. That's how they looked at me.
Go get your ass a job.
That's how they looked at me. And see, y'all just shared a story that y'all didn't even know. But that's how they look at men. That's how they look at men. And no stab or stone thrown at any woman. And that's what Bear had said earlier. We're not stabbing at a woman. We're just sharing. He just shared his story. He's sharing his story, what he has to deal with. Just like I shared my story just a minute ago, that what I had to face. And that's what we face as men.
There's a drawback. It's a double standard. And like you said, with your son and his illness that he's dealing with, and he's been dealing with all his life,
Yes.
I guarantee you, my brother, it's been hard for you to get any type of medical insurance.
Oh man. Hard, bruh. It is rough. It is rough. It's rough. And that's the thing about what people don't understand is how we try to find insurance, even including life insurance. They want to charge you two arms and a leg and a toe. And it's rough like that, But thank God, he's in pretty good health right now. And everything's going well for him right now. But the struggle that we face and we try to look for stuff and and that's another reason why I don't watch a lot of TV sometimes. But when I do because I'm always trying to find something to help. And when it like listening to your story with your girls, you know, that's a struggle within itself because of how they look at us and portray us as men and they think you're supposed to do everything by yourself without no assistance and everything. And when you even run into a rut, they still feel like, well, you're supposed to dig it out.
It gets draining. That's why I said to the women out there that's doing this by themselves, or whatever the case may be, like my mama did, I give y'all the utmost respect because I'm on that same line now. I'm on that same line, that same realm as you. I understand it now. Like that dude down on Instagram when he shoot the basketball and he missed, then he do it again. He be like, I understand it now. I understand it now. I understand it now. I see why y'all always crying or stressing or whatever the case may be, because the shit is rough.
Yeah.
It's rough.
And even watching my own mother being a single mother, she raised 3 kids, two boys and a girl, and I'm the only one left now because my sister and my brother don't pass away. Just watching her, how she did it, and but back in them days, man, because I'm 57, I was born 68. Back in them days, you seen how the village would come together, but now when the village try to come together, now they want to charge you, like you just said. If you get that first paycheck, hey, come, I need about a couple hundred, need a couple bills that you got.
But if we had them vouchers, if we was able to get them vouchers, we wouldn't even have to worry about that. These fathers, these single fathers with these young kids, wouldn't even have to worry about that. But they don't get no voucher.
You know, it's a lot of single fathers that are out here because I know a couple of myself. There's a lot of single fathers that are out here, ladies, that's listening. Everybody that's listening, tune in with us on Facebook and my other son page, the Be Smooth page, and YouTube. There's a lot of single fathers out here that are single fathers. You won't know it because if they share their story, you may look at them funny, like, well, you supposed to do that. You're a man. You supposed to provide and stuff like that. So you'll shoot them down. So that's why a lot of times men keep a lot of stuff in because we don't want to be shut down.
That's why we grind the way we do. That's why we turn away help when it's given to us, because we've been told so many times that you got it, you can do this. Don't break, don't crumble. And again, we're not bitching, we're not complaining. We just sharing our story, looking for empathy, just like anybody else. You feel
That's
me?
it.
We want y'all to feel where we coming from on our end. You feel me? As a man and what we go through. It's definitely different. It's definitely different. It's definitely different. More ways than one.
And
And it
and
shouldn't be
ladies,
like that.
yeah, and ladies, we share our story.
We should have the same chances as the women do when it comes to getting the help. We should have the
Yes,
opportunity to share our story and be able to express the things that we want and the things that we need for our children. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
yes. And ladies, when we share our stories, just hear us out. Just don't try to implement a solution right then. Let us get it off our chest first because we do feel stuff and we do feel pain. We hurt. We may not go through what y'all may go through, but we do feel that pressure on us like that. You know, just hear us out in the beginning. Let us get us off our chest because as soon as we start talking, sometimes trying to get everything off our chest, sometimes some women y'all will start saying stuff and we'll automatically shut down because we'd be like, well, you ain't trying to hear us anyway. You trying to make it about you right now.
for for okay, let's dial it back. The man of the house, the head of the house, the one providing everything for everybody, from the wife to the children. That's our duty. That's our job. That's what we're supposed to do. And this is now speaking to men who are in relationships and who are married. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all probably go through some shit too. I know y'all do. I know y'all do. I know y'all need a break. I know y'all do. I know y'all wish y'all lady would help y'all a little bit more. I know you wish the kids would help a little bit more. I understand and I feel that because I was there myself as well. And there are times, gentlemen out there in the world, you know, single, married, that we don't get a chance to talk about our issues that we are having with ourselves, with our children, with our families. We don't really get a chance to say, oh damn, the job took $12 away from me. I was getting paid, well, $4 away from me. I was getting paid $14 an hour. Now I'm getting paid $10 an hour because of budget cuts. Now that takes out another $400 out the house that I needed this month. You feel me? Because I got to pay the rent this, that, and the third. And if the rent don't get paid, who the fuck gonna pay the rent? You understand what I'm saying? That's the shit that we think about as the head of the house. That's how we think. That's how we process.
Yeah. And y'all, he
And
just being straight up honest, y'all. That's how we think. I'm be honest with it, because I do too. That's how we think. That's what we are feeling at that moment. Every word he just said, that's how we feel. And I know some people
come
feel
again.
like, well, hey, you'll be all right. No, no, I'm not all right. Go ahead, man. You got it.
People have. I ain't gonna.
You good. Go ahead. Because I know we on a delay, but you good. Go ahead.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I said that shit like twice. I'm like, yo, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Because I look at my screen and I see that it had froze.
Yeah.
Can you
It's
hear me?
okay. Yeah, I got you. Go ahead.
But their mental health is very important, especially men mental health, especially in the black community. And outlet for that for neither. They call that rehab, if you will, because they feel like most people with mental health is out here doing drugs or some other shit. You feel me? Like, and that's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true.
No,
That mental
no.
health goes to shit. That mental health comes and it goes. But when it goes, it goes. When we break, we break. When we break, we break. But for society, we're not supposed to break.
Yep.
We're not supposed to. So how do we keep from breaking if there's nothing there for us to help us mentally, to help us de-stress in a positive manner,
Mm-hmm.
a positive manner, not resorting to beating on your wife because y'all ain't got enough food for groceries, or yelling at the kids because you don't put the money in the refrigerator and now all the food is gone after 3 days of being having food in there. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's a break.
Yeah.
Break.
Yeah. But man,
And
we gonna
gotta, as the people, we gotta start coming together more as men in the community, in our families, because it ain't like it was back then. Men was in the families
no.
back then. You feel me? Like, they was in the household. They wasn't raised running away from the kids. You feel me? Now the roles have reversed. The women are leaving the households. The women are leaving the kids by themselves or with the fathers. Roles have changed. We have become the housewives. We have become the baby mamas or the baby daddies. You feel me? Like, all the way around the board.
Yes. Yes. And you're right about that. But before we get out of here, man, because I know you're traveling and everything. Before we get out of here, now you as a tattoo artist,
Yes,
let's
sir.
talk about that a little bit. What brought that about? I know you shared the story with us when we met that time, but share the story with the audience about that.
Me being a tattoo artist, I've been drawing all my life. Um, my mom was the first person that I seen with a tattoo. You feel me? But when I tell you I break y'all, I broke. And when I say I broke,
Mm-hmm.
I was an addict. You feel me? I was an addict. Cocaine, a little bit of heroin here and there. Definitely some K2. You feel me? Like, I was fucked up in the game to where I had like a $100 a week habit, you know, because I'm trying to de-stress, find ways to de-stress. And it was not working no more. And on a day that I was high as hell, and he gave me a shot. He gave me a shot, and for the past 3.5 years, you feel me? I've been in that shop daily, daily. Sitting, like I said, I don't make money every day. I don't make money every day as a tattoo. I don't. I don't do a tattoo every day. So there are days where I will come in there and, you know, with the little bit of money that I got, whether I borrowed it for somebody or got on the bus or whatever the case may be, you know, go to the tattoo shop and sit at the tattoo shop all day and not make no bread. Go back home, get up and do it all over again. Like, you feel me? But
Yes.
being in that tattoo shop has kept me from going backwards. You feel me? It kept me from going backwards. It kept me from using drugs. It kept me, like, it helped with my stress.
Oh
It
yeah.
helped with my stress in
And
ways of one.
while you're talking, I'm gonna show some of the people that some of your artwork on, because I got your page pulled up. So while you're talking about it, I'm gonna show people some of your artwork while you're talking.
And my art, and every day my artworks get better and better and better because I work on my craft because I ain't got nothing to do. I be bored. I ain't got nothing else to do. I spend most of my girls at school. I'm at the shop. I'm at the shop tattooing. I travel across the country tattooing, mostly on the East Coast tattooing, New York, Virginia, Jersey. Uh, yeah, this is what I do. 24/7, 7 days a week, tattoo. So if y'all looking for a tattoo artist or at least a dope ass shop, pull up on us at BNI Tattoos, man. Come see about us. Come see about us.
Y'all heard him
We
right.
got one of the
We'll see
dopest
about
shops in Charlotte. We BNI Tattoos. I'm a big Green Bay Packers fan.
it.
110%. Let's go Green Bay.
Oh yeah,
Third,
I got your
like,
page pulled up, y'all. If y'all looking for him, this is his Facebook page right here. He's go by Upstate Bear on Facebook. He's got the Green Bay Packers in the background on the cover page, so he's there. That's him. If you're looking for him, if you're looking for a tattoo artist in your town, in your city, or even in the state, just let him know. Hit him up, y'all. That he will come to you. You just heard him. He travels, so he will come to you.
I'm on the road right now coming back from New York. Be like, I'm on the road right now coming back from New York. I left on Thursday, went up there for a couple of days, did some tattoos. I got my daughter in the car. Look, look, look. When I say I got my baby in the car, like, she traveled with me. You hear me? Like, she traveled with me. Like, it ain't no bullshit. Like, she traveled with me. This is what we do.
Mm,
Dad, I don't want to stay home by myself. I know you're going to New York. I know you got things to do, but I want to ride with you. All right, let's go.
that's right, man. Take the baby with you.
Let's
Who was
go.
that? Chris Brown, picture me rolling.
Listen, listen.
Yeah, man. We're not gonna hold you long, man, because I know you're traveling. I know that can be something driving back from New York. 'Cause I drove to New York before myself, and that can be something. And you've been working, man. I just want to appreciate you again, man, and thank you so much for coming on, sharing that story. You're welcome back at any time you want to. And plus, we getting ready to do a thing. We're gonna shout out a lot of businesses that people want to come through and share their business, man, you're welcome to come back and share your business. If not, I pull your page up and show it myself. If you're not available at that time, I do it. We don't even charge people nothing to do that kind of stuff. Even though people may see the cash up running through there, I don't keep that money. What I do, I try to help people that may need a little gas money this week or may need this week or whatever. That's what I do. And that's what we do. But Bear, man, we appreciate you, man. Look like you got stuck there. But we appreciate him for coming through and thank him for coming through. Everybody that stayed and hung in there with me today, I appreciate it. A lot of times we don't hear the other side of the story of the men. And sometimes women, when we share our stories, sometimes we get shut down. That's why a lot of times we don't talk. I'm just being honest. Because sometimes you want to make it about you or twist the story and make it about you. Not all. I'm not saying all. Just some. It's a lot of single fathers out here. Like I said, I know a couple of myself, and they are doing the best that they can, even though the system don't want to help them. They're doing the best that they can and trying to provide for their child or even children. And they're making it. It's a lot of things and it's a lot of programs for women, but it's not no programs for men. Because like you said earlier, they think the man's supposed to do this anyway. And at times we do need help because sometimes we are mentally frustrated, we're mentally mad, and we're mentally drained sometimes. But you know what? We pack all this stuff inside and hold it all inside, and then we get up the next day and go do it all over again. So I just want to thank everybody for coming through, everybody for being here. For the topic today, single Black fathers, it's something special with that. And women, trust me, it's some men that want to be in their kids' lives, but sometimes it's the mother that keeps them out of it. We're gonna talk about that one day. I know it's gonna be something because a lot of women got reasons. I know it's a lot of reasons why some of the mothers keep the men out their lives, but I'm talking about the men that want to be in their children's lives. Why you're keeping them out of their lives. So we're gonna bring that subject back up again one day too, because it is something serious and it is a topic that's been running around. We talked about it a little bit one time before, but I think we're gonna bring it up again. And we just thank everybody. I'm just gonna thank everybody, and thank Upstate Bear for coming on, Stephon Briggs for coming on, sharing his story. You can tell the passion and the hurt that's in him. You can tell when we talk, you can tell it sometimes. And we just appreciate him. Pray that he have a safe journey back home from New York back to Charlotte. His shop is in Charlotte, North Carolina. His shop is in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I showed a picture of him on Facebook page, Upstate Bear. He's a Packers fan. So if you need a tattoo, go look him up, go hit him up, y'all. And I'm getting ready to get up out of here. Y'all, it's been a long day. I'll probably sit down. I might even watch a little TV today. Something I don't do it often, but I might watch a little TV before I get on this meeting tonight. Because I am involved in a business. Y'all, I am involved in a business and because I'm trying to leave a legacy for my own children, not just me, but for my own children as well, because it's hard out here. It's hard out here. But I'm trying to leave a legacy for them as well, too. And I think the meeting started 8:00, 9:00 tonight, East Coast time here. So if you want to know what I'm talking about, just DM me and I'll let you know. Y'all know I don't get involved with a lot of stuff. That's just me. I'm skeptical about a lot of stuff. And I know some scams out here, and I know that, and I hear it all the time, even what I'm doing now. That sounds like a scam. Okay. But I don't been involved in some stuff before that was a scam. And that's why I'm skeptical about stuff. But This right here, I'm not skeptical about this. I'm going full force with it. As we see, gold and silver is still on the rise. Everything else is falling. It's the reason why Russia and China is buying a bunch of gold and silver. It's the reason. Y'all know the American dollar is only worth 3 cents now, even though it's green and even though it's a dollar that we see, but it's not worth anything like it used to be. So I'm get into this class tonight, get back into my learning with this here, and get back on point with this. And I do be sharing it on my page. I just really recently just started sharing it on my page. So that's how you know I'm getting serious about this. And it's like the Kendrick and the family. They have a song said, I want all my people around me, everybody living good, everybody eating good, everybody chilling. That's a true line in that song right there. That's a true line. I would pull up and play it, but I ain't want to get hit with the copyrights of it. But I want all my people around me, everybody living good, everybody eating good, everybody chilling. And if you don't know what that is and what that means, stick around, you'll see. So check me out, DM me, and we can talk about it. We talked about it a little bit Friday. Me and my friend Pastor Steve were talking about it. He was having bad connection. We're gonna do it again. He said probably Tuesday we're gonna talk about it again. So everybody stay tuned and everything, and hit me up, and I'm gonna let you know what I'm talking about. And I seen some information about it. Just DM me in my inbox on Facebook. If you follow me on Facebook, if you follow me on Instagram, hit me up on Instagram. If you're watching on YouTube, just hit me up in the chat, and I send you my information, and we can chat that way. We can chop it up and everything. So everybody, thank you for coming. Thank you for joining. Um, y'all know how we do. Appreciate everybody joining. Appreciate it. I thank everybody for the support. Let me do that before I leave. Thank you all for the support. We really appreciate that. I thank you all for the support. Like I said, we don't keep the money like that. We take it and we buy the equipment that you may see and that we're doing because we are starting to travel a little bit and start do other lives in different areas. We have been asked to come to some different places, so stay tuned for that too because we have been asked. So we don't keep it though. People may need a little gas money. I send them a little gas money. We just trying to give back. It may not be much, but it's something. It's something. Appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We give y'all, we salute y'all because y'all are the greatest fans and the greatest supporters that we ever seen. We thank y'all and we out of here.